Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, much appreciate you coming back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This will be a general collective reading for you and your special someone, your significant other, the person in your life, and the relationship. You can see how it relates to you. I will be touching on aspects which are technically for you and then for your person, but you may see qualities on either side that can be interchangeable. You can also cross-watch to my other videos for more information. I'm tracking for this month mostly the passage through Pisces. About the 13th of March, there will be a new moon in Pisces, and very close by and all together, you've got the Sun, you've got Venus, and you've got Neptune. So very, very strong Piscean energy, and that will continue up until about the 21st. Of March, and which is the equinox, and then the Sun and Venus hold hands and move into Aries. So that very strong Piscean energy, it's a very spiritual healing energy, very uplifting energy, very, very beautiful energy, especially for the expression of Venus. And so yes, it's a great opportunity to heal and to actually make dreams come true, or to actually access your dreams. Wonderful period for that. And just getting in touch really with your divinity, or your intuition and your deep inner knowing, your sort of instincts and intuitions and so on. So all of that comes in, but it's also to do with it's a period of reflection as well, and in some cases there can be resolutions to things. It can also be touching on karmic issues. Now this is issues that you and your person have come into this lifetime to work on, or to complete, or to start, whatever it may be. This is relevant specifically to you and your person, or maybe even just to you, but so that all comes in. But usually deep bonds are sort of touched on, and it's often got past life connections attached to it. And there can also be a little bit of confusion or a little bit of overwhelm. Sometimes your feet lift off the ground, so make sure that you're grounded during this period, and very clear. Try and keep your head and your wits about you. And just avoid any sort of self-defeating tendencies which can manifest as self-sabotage or fears or inhibitions, and also like fantasy, slipping into a fantasy world or illusion, and not actually seeing things clearly at all. So that can also manifest during this period. But really, the opportunity for healing and for growth from that point of view, and for spiritual connection is very big. Okay, so let's see what we've got for... Oh, you've got Venus, lovely, coming in for you, so straight off. Person has got Scorpio. Lots of watery energy here. So it is a very watery energy through the middle of the month, and then it sort of changes gears when they go into Aries. Okay, we've got 8th house, we've got fire elements. So certainly a lot of passion here. And we've got Sun, so that's beautiful, very nice. Then for the bottom of the deck, it's Chiron healing. Now Chiron will place quite prominently towards the end of March, but into April specifically, because a whole lot of planets line up in Aries, and so will Chiron also be in Aries. So there will be a shift, or some kind of healing going on from that point of view as well, which is available. So you may get hints during the last part of March, and then be solving some of that toward, as you go into April. So we've got Mawu. So as I said, stay grounded. This is what the energy is saying to you here. Your person needs a little bit of peace and contemplation. And then we've got Athena, inner wisdom for the 8th house. Someone wants to come out. Bust. Suits. Okay. So it looks like a holiday or something is needed. Bottom of the goddess deck is Abundancia Prosperity. Let's get a Moonology card. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So I did say that this may happen. Resolution. So now, bottom of the Moonology deck is Prosperity Lies Ahead, New Moon in Taurus. Okay. So some sort of abundance coming in there for you. Let's get a Destiny card. Honesty. Okay. All right. Okay, so as I said to you, particularly in this period in March, you've got huge opportunity for healing and meditation and mysticism. All of that comes in, being able to go really deep, to get, also imagination and inspiration comes in. But from this point of view, Chiron will be taking more prominence during April. So this is all about deep healing, but this is healing for things that have like reoccurring circumstances, or it could be connected to a past life where something comes up and it just has that deep feeling about it where you just feel really uncomfortable. But it's normally a repeated thing, something that has not been sort of solved or resolved the first time round, so then it gets suppressed, or you sort of paper over it and then it keeps popping up as you go along. It's a bit like trying to keep a beach ball underwater. If you lean on it, you can maybe hold it down for a little while, but sooner or later it's going to pop up. So Chiron healing, it's about that. It's about opening up those wounds, to deal with them once and for all. Open up the wounds, let the light in. This is wisdom through pain. That's what Chiron's about. And this can be physical issues as well, but it's normally emotional and in the emotional body. And this can be things like betrayal or fear, or circumstances that keep coming up which make you very uncomfortable. If it's a physical wounding, then you need to go back to the original time it happened, the first time it happened, and examine what was going on around at that time. Examine the emotions, open it up again. Just acknowledge that pain or whatever it was that you went through the first time has had a place. It's had a purpose in your life. So you have to acknowledge that. You have to acknowledge that that's had a place and a purpose. Accept it, and then do a forgiveness ritual to release yourself from there. So you want to release your energy from there. So forgive the situation. You don't have to forgive the person if a person is involved. But you can forgive yourself and you can forgive the situation so that you can release your energy from there and then move on. It's sort of, you've got to open up and you've got to be absolutely honest as well about what went down the first time it ever happened, or what the circumstances were. If you need help, Chiron is all about natural therapies as well, and this can be any of the natural therapies. It can also be natural remedies, natural medicines, and so on. You can use a Bach flower remedies which work on multiple levels within the psyche and in the body. Whatever you're drawn to, whatever you feel that you can help, then try different ones. But it's all about that natural help. It can also be medicinal. And it's also about understanding that and coming to grips with that, because whatever process you go through in this healing, this opening up and healing and allowing that wound to actually fully heal now, because you've opened it up, you've let the light in, and you've acknowledged that it's had a place in your life. That acknowledgement is important, because then you don't suppress it, all right, and accept it. And once you've been through that process, you can help others because you've now learned something really, really valuable. And everything you learn gets recorded in the Akashic records for other people to tap in to learn from. So don't think that any learning experience that you go through is lost. That's never the case. Every single thing that you learn while you are here is recorded. And that is like a library for others who may be going through something similar. But you can actually manifest this knowledge fully in your day-to-day life. You can help others just by giving a bit of advice or support or holding their hand, or you can make a profession of it. It's a wonderful key, and this is why the K is what represents Chiron's energy. So it's all about that, but it can also be, sort of any kind of study of the natural therapies or of study of the natural world is looked upon greatly from the Chiron point of view. And you can make, as I said, you can make a profession from it. But it's also just, it's getting healing. Really, that is the main thing with this card. And you have an opportunity now in this month. So now, for you, as I said, some of these qualities may be interchangeable, but we've got Mawu, Mother Earth, and we've got Venus, Love. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. This is one aspect of her, but her other aspect is grounding. So as I said to you, during this very potent Piscean energy, you're going to, you'll be literally carried away on the wings of love. So you could be feeling this very, very strongly at this time. And it is about raising your frequency, raising your vibration, and staying in that love vibration. Love is the fabric of the universe. It is all there is. Everything else is a learning experience, and it's created by you. So, but love is eternal, and it's the language of the universe. So all things to do with love come in with this, and you can get a little bit carried away with it. As I said, sometimes with the Piscean energy that is possible, but just make sure that you're grounded and do grounding activities. So this can be spending time in nature, which is what Chiron is all about. Spending time in nature, whether it's walking, hiking, spending time in near water, or just getting your hands in the soil through gardening, anything that keeps you grounded, anything that keeps your feet on the ground. If you can get involved in environmental things, but it can also just be within your home, clearing out toxic things, moving over to more natural sort of products. Lots of things you can do, recycling, whatever you can do to help lighten the load of planet Earth. But also during that process, you can help others. You can perhaps give your time or your energy or donate something to an environmental body, but also just for yourself, stay grounded, get involved, even if it's a neighborhood cleanup or a beach cleanup, whatever you can do. But it's saying to you that you need to ground yourself while this beautiful Venus energy is upon you. It's all things beautiful, all things refined. It's also everything in the beauty industry comes in with Venus. Venus loves the arts, loves anything beautiful, so anything artistic. If you're artistic in any way, shape, or form, you could really be channeling the Venus energy. It also loves luxury, sweet things, and also loves, money. So spending money may come in, luxuries and so on. So there's nothing wrong with a splurge and all that. Just don't go overboard. As I said, you can get carried away with too much of that. But stay in the love vibration. Enjoy this beautiful vibration, but make sure that you are grounded. Then for your person, we've got Scorpio, I transform, and we've got Sikh, quiet time. So this person is going through transformation at this time. Very strong energy. This is ending cycles, beginning cycles. They may be dealing with all kinds of deep, dark emotions that are rising to the surface at this time. This can be jealousy, envy, manipulation, control. All of these things may come in, but it is also the rising up of psychic knowledge. So they may be also waking up in some way, but it is very much about transformation. So this is going from one phase into another, or closing a chapter and starting a new one, or just transitioning between cycles. And it's a very powerful phase. Monetary things may also come in, finance. Could come in. So they could be grappling with a number of things at this time, but they could also be transforming from past behaviors and actually going forward into a new phase. It can also be regeneration or renewal of something. So they could be going back to something, or they could be returning to an interest of theirs, or it could be a career, or they could just be renewing themselves in a way. And this can be bodily, so this can be through the sexual energy. They could be going through a phase of renewal or regeneration, but it's a very powerful energy. And you know, anything to do with sex, anything to do with death, anything to do with rebirth comes in with Scorpio. So the death is normally symbolic, and that is the ending of something in order to be able to start something new. But it can also be to do with, it can be somebody's physically passing around them, but usually it's like an ego death, or some other aspect of their life is falling away, and so they're transforming through that. And then the rebirth, as I said, is regeneration, renewal. Now for Sich, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So this is how they're going to get through this energy. They need time just to be by themselves, or quiet time with you, where, you know, there's external stimulus is gone and they can just process this energy. And spending time, you know, in nature or exercise or whatever it is that does it for them to keep them wholesome and balanced. Outlets for this very powerful energy. They need an outlet, and for some people it would be meditation, quiet time, and for others it's some other, you know, perhaps spending time in nature but on their own, or exercising or whatever. But quiet time is required, and this is to access inner wisdom and inner knowing and inner knowledge to guide them forward. And you know, the strong meditation energy coming in here, and this can be in nature or indoors or wherever it is that they like to be, but it needs to be quiet. So you know, distractions need to be phased out so that they can really go within to tap into the psychic energy, which does rise up with Scorpio as well. So it's a very deep energy, very deep dark places can sometimes be tapped into, and things can be rising up. Things that were not known before can be rising up. Now, this can be secrets. It can be things that they didn't notice or didn't see before. Now they're seeing it. But just things can rise up from the deep to be acknowledged and to be dealt with. And this, as I said, can be the Chiron healing. So this can be past situations, relationships, problems, whatever it is, rising up. Because there was a wounding around that original event, and that needs to be dealt with, that needs to be acknowledged, it needs to be opened up and really cleansed and acknowledged. There's a forgiveness a ritual that needs to be happening there, and that can be simple. You know, there's lots of different ways to do that, but the main thing is to release energy from being trapped in that situation, so that they can pull the energy back to themselves for regeneration and renewal. Then we've got here, for the current situation, 8th house endings and beginnings. So as I said, this is Scorpio rules the 8th house, all right? So these two are very prominent, and it's more than likely to do with your person. But so everything I said for Scorpio applies for the 8th house as well, but financial issues may be very strong with the 8th house. This is normally big finance. So this is investments, inheritances, insurances, legacies, assets, banking, accounting, tax comes in very strongly. Anything to do with big finance, all right? And if there has been some sort of death involved, that you know, it may be coming into your relationship in some way, then it could be in the form of an inheritance, dealing with that, handling other people's money, something like that, setting up a legacy. If you've been together a long time, and you already have children, or perhaps your children have grown up, then you could be very well looking at long-term finance, how you're going to change that, legacies, and so on. But again, sexuality comes in. Any sort of sex, death, and rebirth, as I said, those same themes keep coming up. Regeneration, renewal, and the psychic energy again. So, but also some deep things that may have not been seen or acknowledged before could be rising up to be dealt with, but they need to rise up, otherwise they fester, and that's what causes problems. Okay, so Athena, inner wisdom, you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. All right, so you know what to do. You've got, you know, you've got some powerful energies. Your person's got some powerful energies, and you're going to just know. You're just going to know. You've got your inner wisdom here with the owl, and there's a full moon coming in. So full moon in March will be the 28th, and that's in Libra. So there's somewhere around there you may notice something as well, but it's inner wisdom, tapping into that. There's communication as well. And you've also got the angel wings. So this is, you could be hearing things, you could be getting downloads, you could be intuiting things, and this is going to guide you. But as I said, psychic knowledge comes in very strongly with the 8th house, the rising up of that inner knowing, that deep knowing. So all of this is going to assist you. You know what to do, you're going to know what to do, and you just move forward with whatever guidance you get at that time. There could be a little bit of jealousy, there could be a little bit of control, there could be a little bit of manipulation going on here, whether this is externally coming in from other situations around you or within the relationship. But I feel it could be external, that's sort of coming in. But you've got opportunities for resolutions and the endings of things, resolutions and endings old cycles, ending things that no longer serve you, and resolutions to probably long-term things. You've got the opportunity that, and this is going to be long experiences and woundings from long ago that need to be aired and sorted out now. But honesty is going to be important here. Okay, very important. So now you've also got a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So this goes with everything I've said. The Cancerian side of it is normally family and domestic issues. So this could be within the home, but also family, whether it's your extended family or whether you actually have a family with your person. So, but something is going to come up for resolution. And with the Cancerian energy, as I said, it's all about family. It's about nurturing yourself and others. It's also about, tapping into your deep instincts and intuitions. Instinctual, very much with Cancer. Very resilient energy as well. They can really bounce back from all kinds of things. They can really bounce back. So gather that energy around you. Be resourceful. That's another quality of Cancer. Be resourceful. And, nurturing, looking after your loved ones, closing in to protect them. It's a very protective energy. It's also, full moon is like a result. But it can also be about forgiveness and gratitude as well. So there is, as I said, forgiveness that needs to come in here, whether it's something to do within the relationship or whether it's your person needs to forgive past circumstances in their life or earlier stages in your relationship. You just take it as it resonates for you. I mean, you may only just be starting on your relationships, and this is going to apply to previous situations, experiences, and your energy gets trapped in those experiences, and your attitudes gets molded around that. Even though you've outgrown it and you've now moved on to somebody else, your energy gets trapped there. You've got to release that. Okay, so this is all about that. But it's also, it's a very emotional energy. Very full moon is very emotional, so emotions will be high, but you've got the opportunity for resolution. Just do the work, do the inner work, and I'm sure you will get through that. Now, also, as I said, the sexuality side may be coming in very strongly because you've got fire element desire, so definitely passion is coming in. Whether this is a personal passion for one or either of you or both of you, or something that you're doing together, but it could also be, as I said, physical passion. But it's also a fire has been lit, but this is a clean slate. This is a clean slate. This can be burning your bridges in some cases, but it can also be scorched earth policy. So something is getting resolved and you're starting again here. So make sure you plant the things you really want. Be positive. Be positive. Have victorious mindset. And this is about seek and claim. So seek what it is that you want and claim it. Go after what is important to you and what is going to be important for your relationship going forward. And this is fiery. It's a very fiery energy. There may be a few ego battles going on. There could be a bit of defense, a few challenges, which I said may come up with the 8th house and with Scorpio, ego, control things, manipulation, things like that, darker stuff, shadow sides, which we all have to deal with and have to balance, may be coming up. But this is, I feel, more to do with that moving forward, planting new things, scorched earth policy, actually tackling, having a fresh, clean slate to start again, and to set them maybe a few boundaries that need to be set, but especially with the Piscean energy, which I said is strong through middle of March. And there may be a few boundaries that need to be checked. You may have to release some boundaries because they no longer serve you. So it depends on your situation with your person, or your person may have to do that. They may have put up very strong boundaries because of past situations, and as soon as they deal with those, resolve those past situations, then their experience and their attitude will change, because now they are approaching a new phase in life. So that's what this could be about. But it's like a fire has been lit. It's that go get them energy. Go get them energy. For past independent, your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So now, with the feline energy here, so with the Leo, that's definitely tapping into you, and these lovely orangey yellowy colors. This is all sacral and solar plexus chakra. This is confidence. This is your personal power, your will. You need to tap into that. And it's saying that even though you may be in a relationship, it's to do with being independent in your thinking, in your business, in your monetary affairs, or your property ownership, or whatever it is. Be independent, but not obviously to the exclusion of your partner. This is, have your own opinions, have your own ideas about things, and apply this independence to your situation. But it really is saying that, also make time for yourself, for your hobbies, for your interests, the things that you love to do, because this is very much about what you love, going after that, whether it's a person or whether it's an interest of yours, or something that you're doing together, or just this brand new start, fresh start. You're both going for it, and you're setting things up, but you kind of, as I said, boundary checks. Do a few boundary checks, maybe take some down, old ones that you don't need, or put up a couple. Perhaps make sure that you always have me time to do what's important for you, your hobbies, your interests, whatever it may be. But it's also be independent in thought and opinions, because that keeps things lively, but not dogmatic about it. Be honest with yourself, and have integrity and honor, and all of those things. Not so much of the pride. You don't want to be so prideful that the person can't sort of connect with you. But it's about being proud of yourself, and proud of what you do, and your creativity, and all of those things that are important to you, and standing strong in yourself. That's what this energy is all about. But certainly a fresh start coming in there for you. We've also got Soulless bodies of water, Sun Spirit. So this is outcome or potential. Sun Spirit is the most positive of the deck. Beautiful card. That's sun energy, which rules the fifth house, which rules Leo. So this is your powerful energy coming through here. This is joy. This is abundance. This is creativity. This is children, if children are involved for you. It's that creative, playful energy. It's a very charismatic energy. It's a leadership energy. So you may have to take the lead in some way, shape, or form, or you may find the spotlight is on you in some way. You may need to actually be leading the way in this relationship, or something that you're doing, endeavoring to do here, which is going to enhance the relationship in some way. But it's a very celebratory energy, joyful, happiness, can be very social. There's a lot going on with this card. There really is nothing negative about it. It's a very positive card. Positive karma can also come in with this. And it can also be some sort of celebration happening in the summer months, depending on where you are, or in December, and it's the preparation towards that lovely joyful feeling where you bring your family together, your friends, your nearest and dearest. It's some sort of celebration can be coming in with this card, or it's just a celebration of life, or you could be taking leadership, actually, being quite radiant, being high profile, being influential, charismatic, leadership potential. All of this comes in, but you could also be setting the way within your relationship. In other words, others will look at you and think, well, they've certainly got it together now, so it depends on your situation, how things are applying. Now, with all this very fiery energy we've got with the fire element, desire, and the sun here, we've got the cooling waters of the Soulless bodies of water. So this is emotional, but it's saying spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. So somewhere at this time, whether it's a holiday that you're going to take in December or in the summer months, go to a water body, whether it's the ocean, a lake, or a river, whatever's right for you. Enjoy immersing yourself in the water, spend time in the water, recharge your batteries in the water. The element of water is very spiritual. It is very cleansing, especially the sea, very cleansing. It will detox your aura, detox your body. So the more time you can spend in that, the better, or near water. Get in touch with your emotions, your spiritual element. and just connect with that and recharge. Take a break, spend time near water. In some cases, it can be a relocation to a water body. So it could be relocation to a place by the sea. And there's something coming in, some sort of celebration here. So it could be a relocation, and you're now going to set up a home, sort of a housewarming party, or you're gathering family together now because now you're settled where you need to be. Or it could just be that you're going to take a holiday in a place which has a lovely sunny environment but also water. So to take it as it resonates. But this is time to recharge, time to connect, lovely time for you and your person, but it's a very celebratory energy, very happy, joyful energy, but it's strong. It's there's a lot going for this card. So very good outcome. You've also got Abundancia. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So this is the prosperity card. It can also be prosperity as in abundance. Now this can be anything. It can be ideas, it can be love, it can be friends, it can be a new home, it can be a relocation that's successful, it can be just support or rescue or relief. Monetary, whatever it is, whatever is right for you, whatever is abundant for you. It could even just be the return of love within your relationship, but it's a very abundant energy. Tap into that, connect with that, and you won't go wrong. But she's got a cornucopia of coins, so probably a windfall. Just be careful with Venus that you don't overspend or go mad with luxuries. Can happen. You've also got new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So this is foundation building. This is about building a really strong foundation, but long-term financially, 12 months or more. Start building brick by brick. Put all your efforts into that. Be patient. But don't forget to try new things with this. Don't get too stuck or get too materialistic. Explore your options. Try new things. And but all the time be building. This is the Taurian energy is a builder. It's also a concentrator of energy. But this is about, also monetary things. Money matters will be coming in. And this is connecting to that and actually connecting to the abundant mindset. Getting away from the lack consciousness, okay, poverty consciousness or consciousness of lack. Tapping into that abundant energy. And being a Leo, that should be... You can do that, you can do that. But this is about building. This is about planting seeds. Now you've got fire element, which I said is a scorched earth policy, or you've got a brand new clean slate. Now you can plant new things. So plant them, think about them, plant them carefully, make a long-term plan, put money away, squirrel things away, but also enjoy your life, enjoy your home comforts, your sensuality. This can also be relationship related, either the rising up of sensuality and physical pleasures, but it can also be a new relationship, or it can be within an existing relationship that is now really connecting on a sensual level. Taurians love home comforts, creature comforts, and a bit of luxury. So there it comes in again, the luxury element. So as long as you're doing it on a reward basis for work that you've now completed, you've reached a milestone, then you can treat yourself and just enjoy that. But altogether very prosperous energy, and as I said, building. And it's a new moon, so again, a clean slate, something new coming in, a new beginning, a new opportunity. And what you do with it is it's got a lot of potential. Your dreams may come in with this, so what you do with it is up to you. But just plan properly, long term, but enjoy this as well. It's all very well putting money away or squirreling things away, but you need to enjoy your life as well. So make sure that you do that. Okay, Leo, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time.